the NFL in passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team. Because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That pushes him back. Third down coming up. Levis from the shotgun. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to in turn send a punt away. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last...
There he goes on the right side! Touchdown, Houston! The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Levis here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Spears trying this straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Throwing deep for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Spears running behind center. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun now for Levis. Finds him over the middle. Free inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. All set up now for 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line for second down. Now Spears. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Levis to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They
connect on the deep shot. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Spears. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Spears. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. On that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Now a give to Spears, and he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Levis now against the blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. This one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He'll take it from the 1. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles are headed... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Eagles were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's Levis. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. No return on that punt. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Eagles blowing them out now, 34-zip. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Levis. This ball's cut by Spears. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying an option here. Play to the left. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. That's the end of 1, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. A whole lot to nothing is our score. Back to Houston in just a moment. Throwing is Levis on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Ryan Stonehouse sent out to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Fields. Big gain downfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Fields to throw it. That's cut at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles continue dominating in our opening half. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Levis. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Now Stonehouse out to punt this away. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Fields. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles balloon. Lead even further. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Now the shotgun give to Spears. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Spears on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside. At the second level, well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Throwing on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. He's going deep. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's loaded another one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles making this a laugher before halftime. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's driving some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Levis. This is reeled in by Reed. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He puts some power on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Fields looking to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles running away with it in the 2nd quarter. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Levis. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. This offense getting all set for this series. Levis here on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. They're on him again. He goes down again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Running it with Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll send out the punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down throw for Fields. Throwing this back in the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Titans taking over. Not much time remaining in the half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. 2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Fields on 1st down. Launches one deep downfield. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we've reached the end of 2. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Fields out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Levis. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 35 on second down. That's Reed on the slant. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Levis throwing again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans start the second half with some needed points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans take 7 points off the deficit.
Titans 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Now Fields. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for that before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fields throwing here. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, say it's incomplete.
Third down and 10.
Fields on third. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Eagles trying to end this before the final. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with an option, right side. Nice cut back to the right sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already in enemy territory. And this is Spears. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. From the gun, Levis. Called in left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Titans will have a first down. Throwing is Levis. Bails out of the pocket quick.
Oh, boy. And this was doomed from the start. Left the pocket in search of greener pastures. But things weren't much better on the other side.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now we'll give to Spears, coming left. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Levis. This throw is caught. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Levis now off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Spears. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Throwing again on 2nd down, Fields. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They do snap it. Here's Fields. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Their offense running back out now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They give it to him again. Still working past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Levis. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Fields. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that'll bring up second down. Levis from the shotgun. Able to get it to Reed. And a nice game. Short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. They're going play action. And this time they're going to get there and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go,
Fields out of the gun. He throws a bullet to the set. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Levis. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Titans putting up points in a game decided. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone. Front. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son. Hey,
Putting a receiver in motion. Fields on first down. He put everything he had into this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Second down and 10, Fields. He's loaded another one up. He's got it at the 30. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Here we go, second and very long. He's trying another one deep. Wide open, downfield, got it! And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. Fields pushing his offense in the hurry-up. They'll hand it to him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The visitors and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, Levis. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Wide open down the field, and he has it. It is in. Touchdown, Houston. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Defense showing blitz. Levis. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. They'll bring out the punter here. They could really use a good one here. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Fields throwing here. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready to get going again now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Levis. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Levis now against the blitz. And they get to him again. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. No return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. He fires one deep down the middle. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This offense making its way back out now. Levis here on 1st down. This is reeled in by Reed. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Complete to
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Titans hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Buying some time right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Levis out of the pistol. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Has the connection to Ridley. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And believe it or not, Brock, that's a new NFL record as he gets his 17th punt away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going to push one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. This one finds Goddard. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Has his man. It's Ridley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Levis. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Levis setting to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in? Coverage.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Second down and 10, Fields. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge